Now that we are done with bell work, we are going to go ahead and we're now going to talk about our activity today, which is learning all about teams. Okay, so you want to get back into Teams and you want to click on Posts. So we're going back into Teams and we're clicking on Posts. In there, you want to go all the way up to the top to the very first post that I ever posted. And it is labeled click this link to learn about the technology we will be using while we are online learning, and it has a link next to it. You are going to click on that link. Okay, so again, we're in Teams, you're clicking on posts, you're going all the way up to the first post I ever made that talks about technology, and you're clicking that link. That link is going to take you to a notebook that is all about the technology we are using in our class. And you want to go ahead and click on the Microsoft Office 365 section. And then you want to click on the Teams page. Once you go ahead and click on that, what it will do is it will bring up a page that once you've clicked on the Teams page, you are going to see just a whole page that tells you a little bit about Teams, okay? So this is, we've been using Teams for the last couple class periods that we're together, and so I'm going to go over kind of each tab on what Teams is about. So the Posts tab is where you can go ahead and find little posts that I have made. You're going to find the link to this technology notebook in there. You're going to find the link to my class in there. You're going to find the link to Virtual Open House, which is today from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. You're going to go ahead and find that in there for your parents. You can see which assignments have been posted so that you can do those. And it's little announcements that I have about the class. I have some technology information in there too. So if you're having any tech issues, you can either email me or you can call the 2 numbers that are in there that I've provided for you. The next one is files. So files is all about, I'm going to go ahead and put folders in there. And right now I only have 2 folders. One is the class materials folder and the other is the syllabus materials folder. So the class materials folder ends up having a bunch of different information in it right now. That is where you will find your bell work PowerPoint so that you can see the day's PowerPoints. That is where you're going to see your bell work sheets, which is where you're going to write the bell work. I have a homework template up there as well, which we're going to get to next week, so you don't have to worry about that right now. And then, of course, you're going to find the bell schedule. So if you're like, oh man, I don't know what period this is, you're going to find the bell schedule in there also, okay? Now, the other folder I have in there is called Syllabus Materials. If you click on that, essentially in Syllabus Materials, you will find the syllabus for my class, which gives you all the information you need to know. It gives a letter to your parents, as well as a schedule for what we are going to learn during what time, like what months for this school year. Okay, so that's where you're going to find all that information. Class notebook is a section in Teams where your teacher can create a notebook for the entire class where the class can write notes about the class. I've decided not to make a class notebook for my classes. I'm going to leave that up to you guys because if it was me, if I was a student, what I would do is I would only create one notebook and I would have 7 sections in my notebook, 1 section for every period. And then if I wanted like my law and public safety section, then all of my different pages would be on the different units that we're going to learn about, and I would write my notes in there. That's what I would do as a student because I would only want 1 notebook. I wouldn't want like 7 different ones. So I've decided not to make a class notebook. The next tab is assignments, which you have been into a couple of times now. And in assignments, that's where you get to see what assignments I have posted for you guys to complete for my class. It gives the due date, how many points, it gives instructions, if I have any documents attached to it, all that. And then you turn in assignments in there as well. And then the last one is grades. And grades allows you to see what grade you got on what assignment. You can look in here, but I would suggest looking at your grades through Student View. Student View is the official grade book for you, and that's where you're going to get the most up-to-date grade for your classes. So go ahead and, I would focus on looking at grades in Student View. Okay? So that is all about teams.